This is my beauty mark, and this is my beauty mark. I'm hailing from a hate crime that was done 7/31/2025. They had me shadow banned at the moment, but always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Never allow someone insecurities to be projected on you, or someone jealousy or envy or hate or animosity to be projected on you, and you give up on yourself because someone doesn't want you to elevate, regardless of their background, trying to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially, or even energy harvest off your energy. My content is not for everyone, and I'm far from a catfish. A lot of this swelling on my face went down. To the genuine ones, I actually hope all is well on your end. Never give up on yourself when someone says you don't have potential. They said that you wasn't worthy, they know how to protect you or love you or respect you. You matter, you're worthy. Today is currently September 1st, 2025. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Entertainment purposes only. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody. You know, gang stalking is real, so it's your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm far from a hater. We may not pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. Always be yourself. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. No, I haven't checked on me, goddammit. My content of mine, that's okay. No, for real, goddammit. My content is not everybody. And you know, that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. No, I haven't trained on me, goddammit. Loving yourself. Ah! That's the problem with people that nowadays, motherfucker be mad because you choose yourself. You know, they project their motherfucking insecurities on you because you say, well, I love myself, nothing's in my life. No, that been shaped over me. A motherfucker will send you the evil lie and project the mindset you're supposed to be mentally unstable. Bitch, we wasn't on the same page. Heaven shaped over me, bitch. We don't got the same blood type. Hello? What the fuck wrong with these motherfucking people? It take a group of people to create a hate train towards somebody because I understand elevation. I understand elevation. Heaven shaped over me. A blessing. Misery loves company. Wasn't disturbing me. No, for real. A motherfucker wants you to be so miserable at the end of the day because they don't want you to understand faith, confidence. Oh, we ain't the same, goddammit. No, it's really the chin and throat for me. I never understood this bullshit when it comes to the internet or society today and shit or whatever the case may be. A motherfucker will want you to be insecure because they gotta be in the background because they see it. Hold on one second. All the shit that I'm doing in the background, bitch, why isn't your light so dim yet? No, I've been trying to tell me why you keep showing up for yourself, you weak bitch. No, that's what they projecting on you at the end of the day. But when you understand in the day, you know, confidence looks different at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Evan shaped up. You better wear that shit. Hello. First of all, you never fucking thought that you was better than nobody when it come to your reverse psychology. It wasn't mind games. I love myself, nothing in my life. Always be yourself, love intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, entertainment purposes only. You're a content creator or entertainer or, you know, someone that deals with gang stalking or bullyism when it comes to community that tries to discourage you, dim your light. I never understood this weird bullshit at the end of the day. A motherfucker would be so financially stable at the end of the day and pay to get your light dim. No, it shake on me. You mean to tell me you ain't got nothing better to do with your fucking money than try to stop another content creator or stop somebody when it comes to, hold on one second, confidence? It shake on me. Something that you lack, you weak bitch. No, for real. Because if you didn't lack confidence in the day, you wouldn't get your little couple of dollars to pay this organization, your couple of dollars to go to that streaming, you know, company, or go to that person to have sex with them. You know what? Just keep it between us, baby. No, it's a change over, you weak bitch. No, for real, I never understood this shit. How a motherfucker would pay your next door neighbor in different tax bracket and shit to be like, you know what? Y'all work behind the scenes. Y'all good at, you know, hacking people's devices and accounts and shit. I'm gonna give you a little couple of dollars. But be a favor, them they like. No, off me, you weak son of a bitch. Now, real people that got common sense, regardless we come from poverty and pain and shit or not, at the end of the day, we don't have the mindset of sitting there and say, you know what? I got personal issues with that bitch at the end of the day. You know what? What I'm going to go behind the scenes and do is, get them shadow banned and manipulate their numbers and shit. Like, who the fuck thinks like that? No, it's the trait of you weird psychotic bitch. No, it's the trait over me. Who the fuck thinks like that at the end of the day? A motherfucker would use their gifts for all they right reason in the day. Pour into yourself, love yourself. Misery company, don't live over here. Not on the street of God's will. No, because hold on 1 second. God allowed me to hail you, weak bitch. No, it's a trait of me. A motherfucker will see you elevating at the end of the day and watch you and observe you for months at a time to try to be like you at the end of the day and only tell you know what? I want to steal your creativity. I want to dim your light in the background and paint you out to be somebody you're truly not. The average person that came from poverty and pain or not, their mental health is, when you say they mentally unstable, they was capable of holding the conversation, actually being fruitful to themselves, actually respecting their neighbor, regardless they like them or not, at the end of the day, to say thank you, no thank you, actually rooting for somebody at the end of the day, like being authentic. Bitch, we didn't have to send someone a goddamn evil lie because that was a goddamn lie. What the fuck wrong with people? I never understood that shit. People with a little bit too much money shouldn't have money sometimes. No, for real, bro. Because you don't know what to do with it. No, for real, bro. How you disturbing the next person's peace? No, for real, bro. And then hold on 1 second. You thought it was going to break their peace, but it better them to understand elevation hits different when it comes to growth. So you try to rob them mentally, physically, spiritually, throwing spoken and toxic when it comes to certain communities and hiding your hands. And hold on 1 second. You thought you was truly being fruitful at the end of the day, trying to dim somebody. It's like when God was truly creating that. Hold on 1 second. That wisdom within that baby. Because God allowed that baby to see that the grass was truly green on their side. Because God truly allowed them to see what a blessing truly looks like up close in person. Hold on 1 second. They had to truly recognize that you was the devil that day, let alone the enemy that tried to test them. But hold on 1 second. That fruit when it came to their garden was actually growing. When it came to their blessings, hold on 1 second, miracles can truly do happen when you least expect it. And they have to take a special holiday from the pouring to themselves, only because you project them to be mentally unstable when they was keeping it real. Being authentic bothers your mental health. We don't pray the same, but I didn't have to pretend to be authentic. It'd be the train of thought for me. How folks with these low IQ scores, with these low vibrational energies, at the end of the day, didn't matter their tax, but with their bad habits, had to play with spoken and talks where to kick the next person down. No, that's the trait only. My consonant might that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. I may not be entertainment to somebody. I may not be eye appealing to the average person. But I am worthy to somebody at the end of the day that respects me with no malicious intentions, and that's not sending me the evil lie. And I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself when I say that respectfully. I am far from a catfish, and I am far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. This is my beauty mark, and this is my beauty mark. And this is where I'm healing from right here. It's disgusting to see how folks will project spoiler on you and go to the extreme and say that you're mentally unstable. I don't live in fear and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. No, it's a train of thought for me how, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, or whatever the case may be, how someone wants to dim your life because you truly choose yourself. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. No, that's the train thought for me. How when you don't discourage yourself, they would never understand how God always made you humble. Overcoming obstacles, they would never understand and fulfill those shoes to walk at the end of the day because they wouldn't be able to carry your own weight. And I say that respectfully. They wouldn't be able to carry your weight, their own weight. And I say that respectfully because God didn't make a mistake when God truly created you that day to be authentic regardless of someone's mental health. I may not make sense to the average person, but being authentic at the end of the day is actually a gift, not a curse. And I say that respectfully. Didn't have to pretend to be someone I truly wasn't. I make you uncomfortable in your own skin, projecting your insecurities on me with your bad habits. Hold on 1 second, we wasn't on the same page. I never had hate in my vein. Always be yourself, my lowest intention. I say that respectfully. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community, stop the violence in the community. Entertainment purposes only. Always be yourself on intentions. You ever been minding your business, minding your business, or whatever the case may be, and you come across, family members that you stay away from, certain individuals when it comes to certain communities, let alone that word title friend and shit. No, for real, bro. Especially motherfuckers that's pocket watching you or sending you the motherfucking evil eye and shit. As soon as you put on a motherfucking pair of $5 shades, the motherfucker will sweep up and down. You got a fucking you got some motherfucking money in your pocket. Hold on one second, bitch. This been laying around the house for a couple of years. It been trade though for me. You ever decide to say, you know what, I want to get dressed and shit and just make myself fucking feel good? And as soon as you walk out the house, you look like a couple of bucks or whatever the case may be. Everybody start double taking, pulling their motherfucking shades down and shit like, where the fuck you going? You looking sharp and shit? Those are new sneakers. When you got those? They trying to find out when they came out, with year, with time frame, and all types of shit. Like, hold on one second. That motherfucker must have got a check or something. First of all, that shit been sitting in your crib for months at a time, or a motherfucker bought you a gift or something. A motherfucker will pocket watch you till they can't fucking understand their own vocabulary. Bitch, what happened to your self-control, you weird son of a bitch? I never understood this boozy shit at the end of the day. You don't even gotta know a motherfucker for them to be fucking pocket watching you. No, for real, bro. As soon as you put on a brand new motherfucking hat, a motherfucker would swear that you got some motherfucking money coming from some fucking direction at the end of the day. Oh, so you've been wearing this all this time, huh? Yeah. Where you get money from? No, it's a shake over me. You gonna go get you something to eat, a motherfucker swear you got some motherfucking money in your motherfucking pocket. No, for real, for real. Cause a motherfucker will pocket watch you from the first of the month to the end of the month, probably 2-3 months ahead of time, and all types of shit. What time you got out, leave out your household, the time you took a shit, all types of shit, making you feel uncomfortable in your own fucking skin. But far from fear, bitch. You don't live in fear. No, the check on me because you love yourself. I love myself not to tell my life. No, for real, for real. You ever decide to say, you know what? I want to do something nice for me. And you had a little couple of $5, $12 to spend shit. And you decide to say, you know what? I'm going to go pick something up. It may not be too much or whatever the case may be, but I'm going to go pick up these little, these little souvenirs for myself or whatever the case may be. You go pick up the goddamn souvenir, bitch, eyeing you already. You look like you got money. What the fuck? Oh, it's a trade though for me. Only if you know, bitch. I'm barely making it just like you. It's a chain though for me. Ain't nothing wrong with do something nice for yourself at the end of the day. It's, regardless, $2, $3, $4, fucking $5, $12. You make that shit look fucking good at the end of the day. I never understood this shit. You can put on a nice motherfucking outfit at the end of the day, and the motherfucker be like this. They look cute. No, that's a chick of me. They look nice and shit, but what's going on over there? No, it's a trick over me. None of your fucking business, bitch. No, it's a trick over me. A motherfucker will pocket watch you till they can't see. They were ear hustling on the walls, all types of shit, because they want to be that roach on the wall. Like, hold on one second. When you live in a certain environment, when you fucking know, you know. That's how bad they want to be in your motherfucking business. No, for real, the monsters and spirits be motherfucking real at the end of the day. You know, the flies and shit. That, hold on one second. Did I hear correctly? This bitch said she only got what? A negative balance? Oh! All right, I'm gonna come back in a couple of days. No, Evan changed off me like, wait, what? Evan changed off of me. A motherfucker will watch you and watch you within watching you. Even go to a motherfucking terror reader at the end of the day. Get a card pull on you to see what the fuck you got going on in your life and shit. The terror reader, not even a fucking terror reader. The whole fucking time they karma because they done hacked your fucking devices and shit. And they gang stalking you with the next door neighbor in different tax bracket. They don't even know how to pull a card out. You know when you come across a fake terror reader, that's how much cards they got in their motherfucking hand and shit. Enough motherfucking cards to say, you know what? Hold on, let me put more down. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. It sound like a whole bunch of cards. They done. Oh. Yeah, that motherfucker about to leave out. I just heard their whole fucking conversation. They about to go to the amusement park. No, they checked on me after they done hacked the devices. Now they telling the whole fucking world what you got going on. Let alone they know what the fuck going on in your bank account because they hacked that shit too. No, they have to check on me. How the fuck you do that? No, for real, for a motherfucker would send you spell work. A motherfucker would try to put you under their illusions and they say that you mentally unstable. And then when you start speaking up for yourself, you're mentally unstable, you weak son of a bitch. No, it had to check on me. I didn't sign up for this shit. Who has to check though for me? No, this type of shit really fucking happens. You know, when it comes to fucking gang stalking and shit, you know, when someone wants to be you or someone got insecurity problems or someone's trying to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, because, you know, they don't see nobody around and shit. You know, they like, hold on one second. This motherfucker always praying to God. We don't pray the same God and shit. No, 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 no. They always praying to God, but I'm doing all this shit in the background to them at the end of the day. Where's their God at now? I'm robbing them mentally, physically, spiritually, finance, even energy, harvesting them energy. Where's their God at? It was more so a knock at the door. The devil was trying to test your gains of a God spirit to block the energy has different when it comes to elevation, when it comes to growth. I was never doing it for likes and views of clout chasing or fame. Hate crime at the end, that shit was truly right. I ain't had to pretend how they was trying to dimble and dabble with this and that. Putting the potion at the end of the day, trying to get it together. But hold on one second, God should allow me to see balance. When it come to conference, I bothered your mental health at the end of the day because I still kept growing. Because you couldn't understand why I was truly woke. Something that you couldn't relate to. Your low vibrational energy at the end of the day, talking about you was real. How could you possibly real at the end of the energy, harvesting off the next person's energy, sitting there calling them a bum ass BITCH at the end of the day when you never had the witness to be authentic, to actually do the proper healing and understand unconditional love started within. It made you sick at the end of the day because someone understood the vocabulary, unconditional love. Hold on a second, that's something that you can't relate to. It bothers your mental when it comes to your digestive system. I may not make sense to the average person, but healing trauma and pain, hold on a second, we wasn't on the same page, neighbor. Stay in your lane. How this type of stuff actually happens. I'm Naya, Gino Love Respect, and my content is not for everybody. You know, gang stalking is real because it happens to your household. You're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. You know, these individuals hack my devices, my accounts, my emails, and even more. Paying individuals in multiple communities, even my next door neighbor, in different attack to tell my every move. Even projected a hate crime towards me. Projected sport towards me. They have me shadow banned. Actors, lawyers, psychiatrists, the actor. Did I say that already? That tarot card reader, that karmic. Multiple communities, like the next door neighbor in different tax bracket was plotting against me. You know, this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. You know, when a person that's not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing is actually experiencing this type of stuff, they get labeled mentally unstable. They get labeled that they're crazy. They get labeled as to somebody that they're truly not. And then folks in the background is trying to create a narrative that someone is unstable to take care of themselves, or someone is unstable to do this when someone is projecting spoke on somebody at the end of the day. They even be behind the scenes of if someone's on a platform or not, regardless if they're a content creator or not, they will make sure that someone's voice doesn't get heard, or they will just have a selected few of a certain individual group that's able to watch this individual. So it's all in their own community. So this person won't this person won't be able to expose what's going on. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. It does. I do not live in fear and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. You matter and you are worthy. Never give up on yourself. You know, gang stalking, you don't have to know somebody for someone to gang stalk you. You don't have to know somebody for someone to try to energy harvest off your energy. You don't have to know somebody for someone to create a hate crime towards you. You don't have to know someone for someone to project violence, domestic violence on you or not. Someone can manipulate their way into your life, and you don't even have to know them for someone to bring harm towards you. Someone can come off as a character trait that they're truly not at the end of the day, only to make you feel emotionally available, only to make you feel vulnerably available, and only for them to blackmail you against you and then paint you out to be something that you're truly not. And this whole entire time they was plotting against you. How this type of stuff actually happens. How folks will come into your life and act like they spiritually gifted, or they act like they're so into God just to blackmail you against you, or they don't have to have those narratives in their life. How someone can send you the evil lie because you believe in faith, you believe in God's existence, you believe in loving yourself, you believe in something they can relate to is confidence. They don't understand how can you overcome a terminology of healing that the devil said that it is non-existent. Because when the devil says get your life together, the devil really means dim your light. Because they said in God we trust. And as soon as someone says I'm getting my life together, you have the enemy and the devil trying to test somebody at every angle. They say that in order for you to become your best self vision of yourself, you have to overcome so many obstacles to become your best self vision of yourself. And they say, where's your God at now when God is protecting your crown? God gives you the strength to be, God gives you the strength not only for you to reveal yourself, but God gives you the strength to understand that when your enemy is standing in front of you or the devil is trying to stop you, God is not discouraging you. And what the enemy does not like, or what the devil can't stand about you, is that when you find love in yourself and you continue to prosper, never allow someone to make you feel like that you're not worthy. It's more disgusting to see, regardless if we're the same tone skin, we may not have the same blood type. How someone will have so much hate and animosity towards you, or jealousy and envy towards you because of their tax bracket, or because of the fact that, hold on 1 second, you have more confidence than somebody, and someone can't stand out on their own free will because you're your biggest cheerleader when they want you to dim your light. How someone has to create a hate train so you can dim your light to get discouraged. So no, that so folks would feel like, hold on 1 second, nobody's rooting you on, when you never gave up on yourself, when God was never pretending. I may not make sense to the average person, but my content is not for everyone. I am far from a catfish. My swelling went down a whole lot, and I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me 7/31/2025. It's disgusting to see it took a group of people of grown-ass men and women to project the hate train towards me, or even send me the evil lie, or even send spellwork towards my door, and watch my every move, and then say at the end of the day, I'm mentally unstable. It's a chain of thought for me, how this type of stuff actually happens. How someone will watch you from when you come from point A to Z. How someone will try to cause confusion in your life, or someone gets paid to project spell on you, or project pain in you, or project fear in you, and you keep showing up for yourself. They don't understand how you do it. It's nothing but God. You know, folks will try to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Energy harvest off your energy, even try to make you homeless in the background because certain individuals work in certain groups and cults, or someone paid somebody to make sure that you become homeless, and your voice doesn't matter, so you can hit rock bottom, so they can say it's your karma at the end of the day, all because, hold on 1 second, that dollar bill was making sense to someone's pockets that day. But God saw everything, because I don't worship the devil, and especially when that innocent person didn't have to worship the devil. Far from an addict, far from a prostitute. How this type of stuff actually happens to individuals, regardless if they spiritually gifted or not, regardless if they get talented or not. How folks in certain tax brackets, or someone has jealousy and envy, or animosity or insecurity problems, or they didn't get the proper balance when it comes to someone didn't put them in their place to tell them stop and leave innocent people alone. They wanted them somebody's life. When you're a child of God, the energy is different. You know, everybody scream all day long, I'm a child of God, I'm a child of God, I'm a child of God. But the real children of God at the end of the day is not sending their neighbor the evil lie. The real child of God knows how to take accountability for their actions. And they're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. They're not kicking the next person down to create a hate train towards somebody. And one thing I don't do is run for myself. I can repeat any he say, she say conversation. You know, when God reveals the devil or the enemy to me, when individuals hack my devices, God was guiding me. And when God guides you, they will never understand how you understand that you're walking by faith, not by sight. You know, that energy is different. Always be yourself. I would never hurt myself regardless of who has me shadow banned, what actor, rapper, musician has me shadow banned, or what terrorist or what karmic has me shadow banned, or what high profile person has me shadow banned that works in this industry or works in that department or is trying to rob me mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially, or trying to make me homeless. I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. You know, when the individual says that your voice does not matter because they're able to control the narrative, never give up on yourself or allow someone to project fear in you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. It's individuals that dealt with being gang stalked and they feel like their voice doesn't matter. It's people that take their lives because of the fact that someone didn't know how to love them, respect them, or protect them, or someone said that they didn't have potential, or someone didn't see them for who they truly was when they never had malicious intentions, someone actually having a beautiful heart. Yeah, you had good and bad days and misunderstanding days, but that never took away from the heart that you always maintain. You knew how to pour into someone when they couldn't know how to respect you. You knew how to pour into folks that disrespected you, that didn't know how to show up for you. They wanted to do things for likes and views of cloud chasing, but you still always had that heart. Regardless of what trials and tribulations you was going through, you still had that heart. You're still trying to find it within you to become your best soul vision of yourself every single day, even when the devil tries to discourage you, or when the enemy tries to test you, or even the next door neighbor in different tax bracket is gang stalking you, and then they sitting there paying you out to be mentally unstable. But hold on one second, they pick and choose who could talk about God. They pick and choose who could talk about the devil. They pick and choose who could talk about the enemy. They pick and choose who could talk about spiritual healing. They pick and choose who could talk about healing. They pick and choose who could talk about narcotics. They pick and choose who could talk about violence. You know, a mother and father that loves their child and wants the best for their child and that raises their child not to hurt the next person at the end of the day or project their child to a mindset of playing with spell work or energy harvesting off the next person's energy or trying to destiny swipe with somebody because you know everybody doesn't grow up in that type of household. There's parents out here that actually teach their children morals and respecting their peers or respecting their elders. That tells their child every single day that you could become anybody you want to be with no misintentions, regardless if it's that doctor, that lawyer, regardless if it's that musician or not, regardless if it's that actor. When you put the work and the effort into something and keep showing up for yourself and never get discouraged or dim your light, and you didn't have to sell your soul and you didn't have to kick the next person down, you know, the energy is different. When a mother and father is genuinely proud of their child for putting the footwork in, getting on that basketball team or that football team, they didn't have to send a teammate the evil lie. They was even still rooting for the other team. The energy is different. Regardless of as much shit talking they probably was doing, like, yeah, I motherfuckers gonna lose anyway, you son of a bitches, and the trick over me. The energy is different. You know, teamwork made the dream work. You know, when you a child of God, it's called respecting your neighbor. We don't pray the same. But the devil doesn't live in everybody's household. The enemy doesn't live in everybody's household. A lot of people was always projected as saying that, hold on one second. It was the norm to have this mindset. It was the norm to kick your neighbor down because you got jealousy and envy and hate within you. Because you may not be more talented than someone or more spiritually awoke than someone at the end of the day. There's no need to have the mindset of projecting jealousy and envy or hate within you because there's something within you that you haven't found yet when it comes to growth. And you allowing yourself to be stagnant and stuck at the end of the day, but you rather sit there and gather up with a hate train and kick the next person down that God said that was a miracle, baby. That was God's baby. We may not pray the same, but I didn't have hate in my vein. I knew I'd respect my neighbor. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Gang stalking is real. I never signed up for someone's one-sided contract, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions. They're not sending you the evil eye. They're not energy harvesting off your energy. They're not blackmailing you against you and acting like they so into God. They're not blackmailing you against you, acting like they so into spirituality. They're not blackmailing you to paint you out to be the villain in their story when it comes to maturing and when it comes to growth, regardless to where they actually at in a healing journey or not. They want you to become your best self version of yourself. My content is not for everyone. It's not. I do not play with sport, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not energy harvest off my neighbor's energy, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not destiny swipe with my neighbor, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We don't pray the same, but I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself, love his intentions. I'm not agent respect, and I look to our love. Today is September 1st, 2025. Love is real, love is one of a kind. What the right one truly for you. It started with another month. Only that rotation has different when it comes to growth. God was truly stepping when you least expected, got you woke. Only rest the whole in 1 second that unconditional love allows you to feel. Even when you get lost in your words, God truly allows you to see that whole in 1 second. It made it to the end of that tunnel. It was so many obstacles that you had to cross, but you found balance to acknowledge your worth when it comes to your boundaries, when it comes to growth. God restored you for the right reason, gave you opportunities to pour into yourself. That hold on 1 second, the grass was green when it came to your world. That confidence, that hold on 1 second, your garden was actually growing. They would never understand you wasn't running from your past. Even when folks had ill intentions to send the evil lie, but hold on 1 second, true love can truly last. The unconditional love started within when it comes to hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to give up on myself another day. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. I may not pray the same as the average person, but God wasn't pretending. How miracles can truly do happen. I love myself now to dim my light. That energy is different. Imagine someone walking into your life to truly cheer for you. It was never for likes and music, cloud chasing or fame. The energy is different. They was far from thirsty. They already came with a cup at the end of the day. It was a fruitful cup. Being faithful, loyal, respecting you. Didn't have ill intentions, only realized the whole in 1 second. Someone truly wanted to pour into you. Someone praying for you, not to reject you, truly protect you. Your heart, let alone your mental health. Hold on 1 second. Someone trying to discourage you. That energy is different. They ain't have to play with sport work, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, to actually truly show you what true love looks like up close in person. It was never competition. Someone wasn't trying to shortchange your mental health, let alone your heart that day. Having a hand problem to do you wrong. Someone wasn't trying to fumble you, but showing you that hold on 1 second, someone could truly fulfill those shoes when it comes to unconditional love. Someone doing you right. Because it went from 1 month to 2 months to a future truly real. A year, who would have knew that God allows you to heal with the love of your life by your side. That open wound truly allows you to feel like your past actually fumbled you. It allowed you to recognize your worth, that truly someone could truly love you. To better, for worse, hold on 1 second. Who would have knew that you would marry the love of your life and it wasn't a mistake? Only by the hold on 1 second. God didn't make a mistake. How someone was able to protect your heart. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments. Someone bringing peace into your life. It wasn't competition at the end of the day. Someone didn't have to wear a mask, hold on 1 second, have motives when it comes to hidden agendas. Someone truly showing you that vocabulary is different. They wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Because someone didn't have to pretend. Even when they got lost in their words, they were truly cheering you on, up close in person, allowing you to go within. You walked into the right person's arms, only for you to feel the warmness at the end of the day, that hold on 1 second. Someone truly sees you, hears you, respects you, with no misintentions. Only to realize the hold on 1 second. Common sense actually made sense when it comes to this healing journey, when it comes to true love. Only realize the hold on 1 second. You're very so much thankful that you came out your comfort zone when it comes to being emotionally available, the love of your life, loving you properly, the first time around. I'm not your genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless who has me shadow banned or not. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself and nobody's intentions. I am my biggest cheerleader, regardless of what I go through, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless of sending me the evil lie, return back to sender. I call my energy back. I don't worship the devil, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I pray for my neighbor, not against my neighbor. We not the same. Then have to pretend to be authentic. Being authentic will bother someone's mental health when you truly won't. They try to discourage you, but God truly shows you your faith. That energy is different because God didn't make a mistake. It's a two-way street. Whenever people walk into your life, it was never competition. Hold on one second. People truly see you. When it comes to hold on one second, better days ahead, because God wasn't pretending. I'm Naya, genuine love respect. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity, worthy. I may not make sense to the average person, but loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself and no one's intentions. Protect your energy, protecting your family, protect you and your family. Stop the violence, stay out of trouble. I never gave no permission to no next door neighbor and no tax bracket to use my creativity as their own. And I say that respectfully. I never signed up for nobody's one-sided ass contract. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself and no one's intentions. When someone threatens your life that nobody's going to ever believe you, the right people see you, hear you, respect your most intentions, and they not sending you the evil lie. And I say that respectfully. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline. No mother or father or loved one should lose a loved one because or a child because someone has jealousy and hate or envy in their vein. Because we all don't operate the same at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everybody. Today is currently September 1st, 2025. Peace and respect, your neighbor, stop the lunch. You better on them, yeah, like, y'all don't go on them, on them, yeah, like. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. What about you? Stop the violence in the community. Stop the violence in the community. I am Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done 7/31, 2025. I'm far from an addict, and I'm far from a prostitute. No, ever truth of me. I don't know where they came up with that weird shit. I gotta go. And I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Respect a two-way street. Always be yourself. You are beautiful and you are handsome. You matter, you're worthy. Never allow someone to project fear in you because they got insecurity problems. I'm not aging respect and I would never hurt myself.